Alright. This probably hasn't started yet for anyone. It's always a bit of a delay. We'll see what happens. But yeah, we're back doing the basically weekly stream. Except this time there's a twist. This time I'm not seated very comfortably. Last stream I put my camera on my new tripod, and it worked pretty well, but this time, I don't know, I might have to take it off the tripod. Hello, Robin Tail Spider, you showed up. You're one of the first people. Congratulations, you've made it. I was just talking about how my camera is once again on a tripod, which means we have the magical experience of both of my hands being on camera at the same time. What an odd occurrence. But also, I don't know, it's kind of difficult to read comments with my phone on a tripod. It's definitely not the most comfortable, but who knows? At some point, maybe I'll move it off of the tripod. But yeah, just gonna be the usual stream that you guys are used to at this point. Really enjoyed doing these, which I think is really good. I'll try to keep on doing them in the future, basically with the frequency that I've been doing them with. Cars Fast as Lightning. I wish I could still play Cars Fast as Lightning, but my account has been locked out since 2018. About a month after I started doing a whole series where I played it, and I haven't been able to get back since, which is really a shame. I'm not the biggest fan of mobile games, but Fast as Lightning I really liked. But due to the game being discontinued from at least the iOS App Store, it locks me out. But not everyone's had that issue. I think Beatles are. I remember him telling me when it happened to him, he got locked out too. So it's really annoying. And it's a really weird error screen telling you like the account can't be authenticated or something like that. And then there are a bunch of Shiny Wax logos all over the place, and I don't know why. You lost your previous two accounts. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I don't know if I don't know if I could get another account. It just doesn't let me go beyond the start screen. What if we went in for a Dutch angle? What if I did the whole live stream from just this awful angle? This is what we call the Dutch angle. I'm not sure where it gets that name from, but that's what it's called when your camera is tilted for like artistic purposes. I don't know why, but like what if I just did the entire live stream from this terrible slanted angle? So good to have my own tripod. I think I said this at my birthday haul, but I was borrowing somebody else's. So, yeah, it's called the Dutch angle. I'm not sure exactly why, but that is what the name for it is. I don't know, but yeah, that's what it's called. I don't know why, or the history of that, but I could do uh I could do a wonderful Dutch angle live stream for the entire like hour that I plan to stream this. I won't. I'll spare everyone the pain. But as you all can see, I still haven't opened any of the cars from my birthday haul. These guys have not moved since last week. I've had too much to review. I've got the review of 2021 Todd Marcus finally coming out today. I still have to film it, but um, then I'm actually expecting a package with some new cars. Um, I won't really get into that, but I'll do like an unboxing haul. That was originally supposed to come. It was originally supposed to come yesterday. Not yesterday. It was originally supposed to come tomorrow. Now it's saying it's coming Saturday, but I'm not sure about that. Hopefully it comes before Saturday. But um, if it comes tomorrow, then I ordered two cars online. Then those will be my reviews for Thursday and Friday. Then we'll get into the birthday haul Saturday. But will I ever get to reviewing the Cars 4 cars? Yeah, pretty soon. So, again, today's Todd Marcus. If my package comes tomorrow, then the first of 2 cars in that will be reviewed tomorrow, and then Friday will be the last review from that haul. And then I'll do the birthday haul cars, and then I'm gonna get to the Ty's Cars 4 ones. What I might start doing though, I might do like bulk reviews for them. Like I might review all of the Lightning Cup racers at once, because compared to a normal diecast, for these customs, there's not as much to say. Um, like in a normal review, I show off the car's packaging. I give my thoughts on it. I don't really have thoughts on these since I made them, so I think I might do all the Lightning Cup racers in one video. But I'm not too sure. Also, I feel like, because there are, like 12 Lightning Cup racers I made in total, I think if I review all of them, people would just get kind of bored. Yeah, I'm probably going to do the group reviews for these. Then, yeah, then I'll do like a video on all the new Piston Cup racers I made, so on and so forth. If you can't tell, the new Ramon is back here. It's kind of hidden. That's a Lightning Cup Ramon I made. Least favorite next gen and least favorite Mater's Tall Tales diecast. Now the next gen one I get a lot, but I'm not sure if I've ever answered it. The Mater's Tall Tale question is a very good question. For least favorite next gen, I'm not sure. I'm not as into like ranking the next gens as a lot of people are, but I don't know. I there are definitely a couple that I'm not the biggest fan of. Man, I don't know. But for least favorite Cars Tune car, yeah, I don't know about that either. I think all the Cars Tune releases are great, but there are some that are definitely not as interesting as others. There's the Burnt Lightning McQueen with water. Padre, that's a good. Yeah, that's a good suggestion for worst one, because we got Father Burke here, released for Cars 2. Look, he's right there on the back of the packaging. But yeah, Padre and Father Burke, very similar. We got Father Burke instead of not Father Burke. We got Padre instead of Matador McQueen, but I don't know. I don't have him or Padre, so I don't really have an opinion on that. You know what I'm gonna say for worst Cars Tune car? In the 2012 Take Flight collection, they released a new Rescue Squad helicopter. Probably say that's the worst one. I know that's really like oddly specific, but I don't know. That's the only one that doesn't really stand out to me. But there are some lamer Cars Tune releases. Nurse Corey isn't the best, but I really like Nurse Corey. I should probably try to get Nurse Corey. In fact, I'm pretty sure Nurse Corey is pretty cheap. So, should probably look into that. I feel like Mater right now. I was just about to sneeze, and now I lost my sneeze. So if I end up sneezing in the middle of this live stream, then that's why. Of course I remember the Monster Mutt Poodle. How can I forget the Monster Mutt Poodle? I'm so glad that we've turned that into a terrible running joke that we all reference. Yes. Yes, Kevin is there, Robin. Wait, did I just spoil? How long have you guys been able to see that Mac was here? My Cars 4 Mac? I wasn't supposed to show that yet. Everyone's already seen it from the first Cars 4 trailer. But, we We weren't supposed to see that. But yes, Kevin Shiftright, he's here. Of course, the classic trend that we knock Kevin Shiftright off of the table here at the end of the stream. That poor guy. He can never catch a break. Yes, we can see back from the start of the stream. How did I not realize that? And yes, of course I remember the Mater that's my greatest nightmare. I can't forget him. I've made so many jokes about things that are creepy being like my greatest nightmare, and then I just do like a edit where I make the picture all like dark, like a bad looking 2010 creepypasta, and then I pitch my voice down or something. Did I call him Kevin Shiftright again? I was thinking this morning, like, you gotta call him Kevin Racing Tire. That's his name. Yeah, the Shake and Go brand new Mater. He looked weird. I don't think they still make the Shake and Go cars. I'm not sure. It was never really the demographic for those. Yeah, thanks for spoiling Cars 4, The Revenge of Kevin. That would actually make for a really funny video. But yes, it's the Ty's Cars 4 Mac. He was here too. You've already seen him already. He's the Ty's Cars 4 Mac. Like how he turned out. Have him, but I still don't have a normal Mac. I actually filmed a review of Cars 3 Mac when I got this before I repainted it. I have no idea when that review is going to come out. I filmed it months ago with plans to release it like months later, so yeah. But something I know I've pointed out on stream, but I'm surprised people haven't really mentioned it to me in comments, is just the amount of just the amount of repurposed customs that I've used. The amount of customs I reused for Ty's Cars 4. Like, this Jackson used to be someone. Let's see here. Never seen Legend of the Lost Treasure. I think that was the one with the boat, right? And the pirate. I stopped watching Thomas and Friends following Misty Island Rescue, which is probably one that's considered, I think, by fans one of the worst movies, with the Shake Shake Bridge and the guy named Ferdinand who only says that's right. But I kind of followed what was going on with Thomas for the next few years. Like, I'd agree with probably agree with most other people. Not a fan of the Chudy reboot thing they got going on. It's really disappointing to see as someone who grew up at the end of the Thomas model era. Grew up with all those classic episodes. It's sad to see. And like, the series was doing pretty well, the CGI series, for a few years, and then whatever happened, just, I don't know. Really a shame. But yeah, like, I've been closely following what's been going on with Thomas and Friends for years now. So disappointed in the 2D reboot. Is it technically a reboot? I'm not sure, but man, they're not trains anymore. They're bouncing around. They're really not trains anymore. No, I'm not gonna be unboxing these cars on stream. They're just for the background. But actually, you said to unbox a 95 fan. Timothy here, he's actually gonna be the first one that I do a full review of. He won the poll that I did for it. I was surprised to see how few people ended up voting for Milton Calipier. He's probably my favorite of the haul. I've wanted him for years. I gotta say, I'm probably not the biggest fan of his diecast. I don't like his expression. I don't know, him looking to the side is kind of weird, if you could see that. But I'm really glad to have him. Again, that's one I've wanted for quite a while. You can't see Mary Esco car, but she's just off screen. Yeah, I really got to get around to opening these. I'll probably review them all at once because I need some of them for Tasker Story. You want to vote for Heike? I considered actually opening up Heike on stream because I just felt he was the least interesting, but he's getting a full review too. I think every car I get deserves to have a full review. Yeah, I don't know. To this day, I'm always just surprised about how large the Heike model is. Yeah, you prefer the lenticular over the regular one. Yeah, I don't know why his eyes are so, like, let me look at this for myself. His eyes are so far off to the side. Um, yeah, I was surprised. Like, when I first got Nick Cartone, who shares the Honda Civic mold with Heike and, um, Eric Langley, who's actually still on the ground here, if I can get him without knocking down my tripod. But he's the same model as the flag waver I made for Cars 4. You know, I was always surprised at just how large the like Honda Civic mold was. I don't know, it just looks like when you see the images of Eric Langley in Cars 2, he looks like a far smaller car. And I want to say, there we go. I want to say there was a canceled race fan who was a Honda Civic. There goes the tripod. Hold on. Yeah, Max Sakar wasn't canceled, was he? He was the Shu Todoroki fan, I think. Okay, let's fix that. Trey battle. That would actually be interesting. I gotta do Waitress Mia and Tia too. Compete for what car with Trey. Who would win what car with Trey has the best Trey though? Um But like I was saying, I think was Max Sakar canceled? Because he looks just like yeah, he was in a Marshalls found him Marshalls back in 2014. Okay. Yeah, one multi-pack. He looks just like though. There's so many interesting race fans. There was what was their name? The like purple Porsche, who I think was a Max Schnell fan, something with an M. Miko, I think. Miko. And I think there were some other ones. I hope to one day get the canceled Cars 2 cars, although they really feel like they've kind of been on the back burner regarding the Cars 2 canceled cars. Although they are re-releasing, although they did, yeah, I think it was a Shu Todoroki fan actually. They did release Josh Coolant, who was a canceled release, which is good. Josh Coolant actually is getting another release just now in the latest deluxe wave, which I think is really interesting. Most of the Cars 2 cars we've gotten so far this year, most of the Cars 2 cars we've gotten this year have been Tokyo themed, so my worst nightmare is the Monster Mutt Poodle overtaking all of the Cars stock. Favorite Sally release besides the Precision Series one? That's a really good question. So many of the Sally variants to me are just like, I don't know, they're all pretty generic since most of them are minor changes. You have the original one, you have the updated one, you have the one with tattoo, you have the updated one with tattoo, then you have the metallic, you have the racing red. The Christmas Sally's really nice. I don't have Sally with cone, but yeah, Sally with cone is a nice release too. Not a fan of the metallic one. I really don't like how her eyes turned out. Um, I could just totally cheap out and say that my favorite Sally, aside from the Precision Series one, is the Light Up Precision Series one. That's actually the one that I use. But that's still a Precision Series Sally. Yeah, the Monster Mutt Poodle. You know, I don't collect Hot Wheels. It's just such an interesting car to me. I'm not into like monster trucks. I don't know. I just thought it was funny. I still see it so much in Walmart, and you guys will see that when I do this month's hunt video. The monster trucks, I think they were $5. So just a little more than a like Disney car. Hot Wheels, you could get them for so cheap. Um, so, you know. Um, all the World Grand Prix teams, with the exception of Max Schnell's Pity, that's really good. I think I have the same situation as you. Um, but the Max Schnell Pity is like super expensive now, I think. He's one of those cars that just skyrocketed in price. Like the Max Schnell Pity. He's so much. Um and I would check his price live, but I don't really have my computer with me. I do, but I have to risk knocking over the tripod to get it. You know what? We're gonna do that. Max's Pity could be re-released soon. Everybody, probably the most requested car, I'd say honestly right now, what I see as the most requested car in the Cars fan base are the Shu Todoroki and Lewis Hamilton Pitties. And definitely correct me if I'm wrong on that. But those are ones that I always see being requested. Yeah, Japeth and Jay Schuster. I have no idea. I have no idea why they're so rare. Um, but yeah, Max Schnell's Pity. Let's see. He didn't even have his own name. Check him on eBay. Max Schnell's Pity. Okay, Max Schnell's Pity. Funny story there. I looked up Max Schnell's Pity, and I can't find Max Schnell's Pity. I instead find Megan Shifter, Miguel Camino's Pity, and several listings for Max Schnell. So is the Max Schnell Pity so rare now that I can't even buy him on eBay? What? Hold on. Let's just do a generic Google search, and we'll see if we could find him being sold somewhere else. Max Schnell's Pity. Yeah, he's so rare. Okay, we'll go to the Google Shopping tab. Let's see. I still can't find him there. What? What? Can you just like not buy him? Is he seriously that rare? No way. Oh, that's crazy. That is crazy. Okay. Well, I found him on Amazon. Got him. Currently unavailable. Woo! Can't buy him. Man, that is Amazon a few months ago. Yeah, now he's no longer available on Amazon. That is crazy. Why is he so rare? I guess people just really want to complete their World Grand Prix pit crews, and especially, in 2018 and 2019 and into 2020, we got so many really good World Grand Prix pit crew cars. Max Schnell's Pity was one of the only ones we didn't get re-released, so that's probably why. I would say that I could see him getting re-released soon, but I'm not sure, like, if we're gonna get any more World Grand Prix pit crew cars anytime soon. I'm not too sure. I'm just so interested in seeing what the second half of the year cars and stuff sold when it sold out in seconds. Interesting. Why are cars diecast so expensive on shopping sites, even though they should be $3? So I just say like demand over time really raises the price. It's the same for any collectible. So over time, more people want it, people are going to charge more for it. It's simple as that. Um, but there's like a lot of 2016 cars are super. Yeah, collectors who know what they're worth. That's a very good point, Robin. Um, but there are a lot of cars from like 2015, 2016 that are super expensive. I was shocked when I did my Spotlight series on Jerome Ramped a few months back, because for that video I looked up his price. He's like $70, which is really a shame because, I don't know, I wanted the two other lemons that were like him, but nope. But yeah, it's weird just how expensive some of them should be. But man, anybody know of any incredibly rare cars? Let's see. Yeah, Miles Axelrod. Anybody know of any exceptionally rare cars that I have no idea how rare they are? I know it's a very poorly phrased question, but it really surprises me finding out some of the prices for these characters. Like I saw Chris Roman on eBay for $50 a few months ago, and it's crazy because I remember when he was out in stores, I got him for $347 at Walmart. The thing is, you know, now that since I've started collecting cars, since I've started like intensely collecting cars, and I've been really lucky and able to find most of the new releases when they're out, I have I don't check how much they go for now. Yeah, Cars 3 Jeff Gorvette definitely makes sense as to why that's so rare. But Color Changers DJ is an interesting one. Let's look up Color Changers DJ. I think he only got one color changer. See DJ. Oh my god. Wow, you guys are right. Whoa. DJ, we have him on eBay. Only 3 listings I could find. $60, $80, and $62 with $20 shipping because it's coming from Australia. Wow, that is... Why DJ? Is Boost... Like, is Boost that much? Is the color changer... The color changer of Boost is actually as expensive as DJ. So I'd assume that the same is true. There are more listings for Boost, but he's just as rare. I'd assume the same is for Wingo. I think Wingo has more than one color changer. Yeah, Wingo's as expensive as the other guys. And then Snot Rod. Okay, I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion. Yeah, Snot Rod is like $60 too. I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion, but I gotta say, Snot Rod is probably like my least favorite color changer. Thank you for asking that, Cars Ignite. I've been thinking about that. I have not seen deluxes at any of my stores for a while. I've gotten concerned about the lack of deluxes. Yeah, I haven't seen 2-packs or deluxes for a good while, but I'm sure they'll show up soon. Ronnie Del Cooper, good one. I wanted to get a Mini Cooper. I wanted to get a Mini Cooper to repaint for Ty's Cars 4. But I don't have any. Especially if Ronnie is so expensive. Yeah, Ronnie Del Cooper. Oh, he was exclusive to a multi-pack anyway. Okay, actually not that bad for Ronnie. You can get his 4-pack. So nowadays, a 5-pack costs you $20. You can get now the Ronnie Del Cooper 4-pack, the whole thing in box, off of eBay for about $33. So I think that's pretty good for a like 10-year-old pack with a car that's exclusive to that hasn't been released anywhere else. $33, just like a $13 increase from how much you'd pay now. I don't think that's that bad when it's a. I don't know. I cut him some slack when it's a multi-pack. Yeah, definitely. I was surprised. I guess it was abundant when it was out. Yeah, there was a color changer of Race Tow Truck Tom. Um, Yukio is a super chase, so I know he's going to be expensive. But yeah, Race Tow Truck Tom, he got a color changer. Cars 1 four-wheel drive racer. That's a really interesting one, actually. Johnny Blamer, who, according to Meet the Cars, is nicknamed Magnet Face because he's never finished a race. That's why I always remember him, because I always feel awful for him. But Johnny Blamer should probably be relatively cheap because he was released in 2017. We'll look up four-wheel drive and we'll look him up by his name. Okay, well, when you look up Cars four-wheel drive, you find the Cars 3 one. I'm mainly seeing his rubber tires release and Tommy Highbanks. So let's just look up Johnny Blamer. Okay, so nothing comes up when you search Johnny Blamer. Aside from somebody who was labeling Tommy Highbanks as Johnny Blamer. He's not. He's not. What are your predictions, guys, for the second half of 2021? I'm hoping for new releases that aren't just from Cars 3, but that's just me. I don't want to sound, I don't want to sound rude, but I've not been the biggest fan of how all of the new releases this year have been from 3. I wish we'd get a bit more variety. I'm not counting the racing route or like the updates to Ramon or Leroy Traffic. I just think it would be nice if we got some new releases from the other movies. But I don't know. I feel like we're just going to kind of get more of the same, honestly. I think we'll get more Cars 1 pit crews. I think that we'll probably see like the Fiber Fuel or Taco Mint crew chief by the end of 2021. Again, my words are not definitive in any way, but I think that Cars 1 pit crews are pretty likely by the end of this year. And I gotta say, Taco Mint, is one of my favorite sponsors. I think Taco Mint, honestly, is like one of everyone's favorite sponsors, but I'm really disappointed in the Taco Mint crew chiefs. Yeah, Cars 3 stock car pit crews. I think we're getting there with the release of, what's his name? Xavier Rodalt, the new Spearmint cab. I think that's going to start giving us more. I really wish, though, that they made the Spearmint cab. I was fully expecting the Spearmint cab to be a Cars 1 release. I'm very glad, despite what I just said about not liking the amount of new Cars 3 releases compared to stuff from the other movies, I really like how he turned out. But honestly, I would have preferred getting a full hauler for Xavier Rodalt instead, if you guys have seen him. He literally just came out like last week. But I think like, I love Tacoman. Everyone loves Tacoman. I like Tacoman to the point where I'm concerned about what the next gen is going to look like, because I'm not sure if you can top how great Tacoman was. But the Tacoman crew chief, I think they really cheaped out on him. And Brian Imagir, the pity, who was released. If you guys have seen the Taco Mint, crew chief, I don't know, it's pretty disappointing to me. It's a car painted fully white with just like the gumdrop designs. I wish they had made it look closer to Greg Candyman. I think it's kind of a shame that they didn't. But now that I think about it, I think we'll definitely see some more cars on pit crews by the end of this year. Again, my word is not definitive, just my speculation. But I think that definitely makes sense. We got Ben Dordan last year too, so yeah, I think we could definitely see that. I'm just waiting for them to just reveal the next full wave of cars. I don't know. But yesterday they revealed another new flashback racer. Welcome to Radiator Springs. Thank you for bringing that up. I have some very interesting thoughts on the Welcome to Radiator Springs releases because, they're just the normal characters with some accessories included. I'm not going to buy one of the cars just for the accessories included. I like the first wave of Welcome to Radiator Springs because it included Blowing Bubbles Mater and Sally with Tattoo, although she was missing the tattoo. I haven't liked the subsequent waves because they've just included the normal versions of everyone, and now Cactus McQueen. I was hoping for more interesting re-releases like Blowing Bubbles Mater and Sally with Tattoo, so I haven't bought any cars from that line since that first wave. I'm not going to spend the $6 just to get the accessory. But if Welcome to Radiator Springs continues, Sally with Tattoo, more like Sally with Blank. Yes, very, very true. Yeah, me too. The 2018 to 2019 card art name tag mistakes, they're still going. They really need to get on top of those naming mistakes. Hot Topic Suki, the custom, I was just going to say, is not here, but then I realized that I had it right here on the floor. For anyone who hasn't been watching these streams consistently, this is a custom repaint of Suki that I made for my Tires Cars 4 movie as a background character, and we have nicknamed her Hot Topic Suki, although I'd like to make the point that Chisaki is already a Hot Topic Suki. But here she is for anyone who's confused. We'll leave her in the back. She'll just be hanging out. Man, Speedy Comet and Manny Flywheel. What a mistake. What a mistake. Lightning McGrill does need to be in the diecast line. Thank you. I've said this before. If I could get any car made, I honestly think it would be that. Yeah, got you Bruce Miller because of the name tag and card art mistake. Yeah. It's annoying. Actually, a similar thing happened to me on my birthday in 2019. I asked for the metallic Nigel Gearsley, and I got the silver Nigel Gearsley, who I already had, because in his first release, he was labeled as Nigel Gearsley with metallic finish for some reason instead of silver Nigel Gearsley. So now I have a silver Nigel Gearsley I keep in the box, and that's the only car that I still keep in the box. I can't wait until Mattel mixes up Claude Scruggs and Dino Drasky. I'll have a field day in my Errors and Inconsistencies series with that. But 2-pack with the next gen and stock car, that'd be interesting. But I don't think that would happen. Although that would be pretty cool. But Man, I forget what I was just gonna say. The Manny Flywheel and Speedy Comet 2-pack is such a annoying situation. I was actually going to cover that in an episode of Errors and Inconsistencies. In episode, I think, 6, because I did 7 last month. This coming week should be the next episode of Errors and Inconsistencies, probably. I'm basically making it a once-a-month thing. But the Manny Flywheel and Speedy Comet 2-pack, I was supposed to discuss it in the in the 6th episode, the one that I did as a collab. And yeah, the Manny Flywheel thing has to be its own episode. Exactly. I made a joke in that episode where I wasn't gonna cover that. I discussed Sally, the mistake with 2019 Sally, and 2018 Sally, and how they keep including the wrong Sally, which I recently further covered in my Racing Red Sally review. But the Manny Flywheel and Speedy Comet 2-pack thing, I made a joke in that episode that I would never talk about that. I called it the final boss of Errors and Inconsistencies, and I edited like a picture from Mario Galaxy, and I put my profile picture over Mater, and I put that 2-pack over Bowser. And the reason why I did that, actually, I originally recorded me talking about that 2-pack, but it was just so complicated, I couldn't get it to work. It went on for like, it was just like an audio recording, probably about 5 minutes total. I went on for 3 minutes straight trying to explain the whole situation. So, did I call Mario Mater? I'm a mess here. But I couldn't. I couldn't explain it without it being needlessly long and complicated, so I ditched it and I replaced what I was discussing. Will Hot Topic Suki appear in Cars Adventure somehow? Probably. A lot of the minor characters I'm making for Test Cars 4 will probably appear in Cars Adventures. But there are so many errors and inconsistencies out there. Okay, I did say Mario. Good. I do that series basically monthly now, but I could. Okay, so now we have a debate of whether I said Mario or Mater. Great. Great. Now we're going back in the stream to see if I said Mario or Mater. No, but really, there are so many errors and inconsistencies. I said Mater. Great. It was Mater. Man. There are so many errors and inconsistencies out there. I've made jokes before that I could do that series daily and not run out of content. And I like changing it up because I could spend entire episodes of the series doing nothing but discussing those name tag errors. And in each episode of Errors and Inconsistencies, I like to in Errors and Inconsistencies, there are so many errors and inconsistencies I could discuss. If you guys have any errors and inconsistencies you think would make for interesting if there are any ones that you guys think are interesting, then definitely let me know. Yes, if I ever do an episode of errors and inconsistencies that I've made, then I'll include when I said Mater instead of Mario. Thank you, Purple Toad. I think another error I made, I think in my most recent hunt, I made a joke about the music being so loud that Taylor Swift was going to sue me, and I don't think it was her song, so that goes on that video as well. Coriander Y Trek, an original model. Yeah, as big as MA Brake Drum. Now MA Brake Drum was as big as Coriander. And MA Brake Drum doesn't have the same last name, nor does Brake Boyd. There are so many things, so many errors and inconsistencies, and I'm glad you guys have really been enjoying that series. That series has been doing so well, and it's one of my favorites to make. I haven't really worked out who is Disney Toons made an error of making planes and planes too. One thing I want to do, I'm probably going to do a special episode of errors and inconsistencies at some point in the future, where I discuss errors within the Cars movies instead of within the Cars toy lines. But I haven't worked out my which 10 errors and inconsistencies. I haven't figured out what 10 errors I'm going to talk about this episode, but come up with something. Yeah, another error I made. Winford was in Redline even though he died in Cars Adventures, but the real Mater was actually Mario. So would that make Mario the friends we made along the way instead of Mater? Maybe. But another mistake I made in Redline, I think Robin Tailsfighter pointed this out to me. I included 2 of Mia and Tia in Redline as well, both the gold and normal versions. So that was fun. That's an error. Stop me from making that error in Tie Scars 4. But yeah, I'm not sure. 2 sets of Mia and Tia, yep. I'm not sure what errors and inconsistencies I'm going to cover. I always like ending by talking about like a non-Mattel toy line. So I'll see if I could come up with something from that. There was one that I saw yesterday, I just remembered. I'm sure there are a ton of errors in that scene, Robin. Because that's when all of the cars come to find Lightning. One I'll probably cover in the next episode. It's not the most interesting. But I like made a mental note of this yesterday when reviewing the Mini of High Impact, that she has like missing teeth, but the normal diecast of her doesn't. I don't know if I could get a whole segment out of that, but I think that's worth noting. So I'll probably discuss that in the next episode. As for the car on the first thing that I always come up with for errors and inconsistencies actually is like which one's going to be the thumbnail. Like what's the big thing that's going to rope people in and going to make them want to watch the whole episode. And I think the Lamus labeled as Claude Scruggs when he should be labeled as Mater. Yeah, why'd they mess that up? I think the error I'm gonna use for the thumbnail and the big one I'm gonna discuss is gonna be the Cars 3 McQueen with Piston Cup being labeled as a new release, but not actually being a new release. I think you guys first pointed that out to me on stream, and I just think it's a really interesting case. And I think that's a good thumbnail. You put the picture of that McQueen there, and then you write not a new release ? Then you have a red circle, an arrow, and the WatchMojo.com logo. I'm kidding, obviously, but I think that's a good one to discuss in the next episode. That's one I wanted to discuss in my last episode, but I thought it could be a good one to go further in detail in a future episode instead. Clickbait. Let's see. So that's 2 errors I can talk about. I like going all over the place, all over the different years of Cars releases and finding different things. And I try to find interesting things. I keep a list that I basically stopped updating. I used to keep a list of the errors and inconsistencies I discuss. But there are so many out there. There are new ones with every wave of cars that are released. Man. So many errors out there. I'm sure one of the cars that I have on this table right now, these guys in the packaging, I bet you guys at least one of them has some sort of error. Actually, Bruce Miller in Cars Adventures wasn't killed off. Winfred Bradford Rutherford was. I never included Bruce Miller because I didn't have him at the time. Yeah, Winfred died in Cars Adventures. I've never used Bruce. But Cars Adventures and Ties Cars 4 are in the same universe. How long did it take to put all of the cars on a random name picker for the sketch competition? So what happened was, so World Renowned Turbo Tractor, he has less cars than I do. So I asked him if he could put each individual character, he has, not counting variants, in a list, and he sent that to me. And then I removed the ones that he had, but I didn't. So that took a little bit. I removed those and I put them in the name picker. So it wasn't every car, it was every individual character. Holiday Finn, huh? The submarine version with wheels. Yeah, I think looking at the wooden cars, thank you for that idea. The wooden cars is definitely I think that's definitely a good idea. The wooden cars seems like something I'd cover in that. But yeah, good point. Timothy was originally a different model. But let's see instead if one of the cars on my table right now has an error on them. I bet you guys at least one of these cars. We have Heike, Timothy Two-Stroke, Milton Calipier, Kimberly Rems and Corinne Cavi, Milo, and Mary Escocar. Bet you guys at least one of these has an error or inconsistency on them. In fact, I already know which one. This is my... No, wait, never mind. Aw, man. Okay, I can't go back to jail. I made a mistake. I was gonna say it's gonna be this one. Because on later packaging for the Daredevil Garage app, when it took up the whole bottom, it showed somebody scanning in a Cars 1 McQueen, but a Cars 2 McQueen showing up. And I thought it would be on the back of this. It's not. So I think we're safe. Heike does not have errors on him. I'm not going to go through every single one of these, but I'm sure, there's an error or inconsistency on one of them. Yeah, the wooden cars I could definitely discuss. I'm sure I could find more than one error. Yeah, never got Timothy Two-Stroke. He's been released so many times. I don't know how I didn't have him until now. But the thing with him is, I don't know, I never got that many race fans for some reason. Yeah, for the 2021 Rusty's McQueen release, he's labeled as a car from Cars 2, yeah. Does the Precision Series Mater have an opening hood? Yeah, they brought back the wooden cars for Cars 3, right? Let's see here. Is Kimberly Rems, is she the same mold as Mia and Tia? They're pretty similar. Yeah, I think she is. Huh. Bruce Miller probably won't appear. And if he does, he probably won't speak. Sorry. Taking place after the events of Cars 3 means that not many of the older racers from Cars 1 or 3 will return in it. Of course, we have characters like... I'm including characters like Chick and Francesco, Jeff, Lewis, Cal, Bobby, Brick, etc. When will Tractor Shorts come back? Do you guys actually want a return of Tractor Shorts? Because I said that as a joke. And I am genuinely considering bringing back the tractor shorts because I've made so many jokes about tractor shorts. Tractor shorts were these like less than a minute long videos that I did back in 2017 that it included we want the Real Housewives of Radiator Springs, that too. But mini racer tractor is great. I gotta bring back tractor shorts now. But yeah, Bruce Miller probably won't be in Ty's Cars 4, but that doesn't mean you can't voice somebody else. I'll get to contacting people regarding the cameos in Ty's Cars 4 very soon. I need to work that all out. Yeah, the bugged Halloween sequel. That is like my favorite fail of my channel's history. The terrible video where I put cars in like a hex bug rank and said if this video gets 3 likes, I'll make a sequel. Never got 3 likes until I think Rob and Tails Fighter was the one to like it, and then somebody else liked it as well. After I discussed it in my 3,000 subscriber special. Yeah, there are now more than 3. Next episode of Mystery Racer Adventures, let alone the next video with the Mystery Racer. So the Mystery Racer, I have plans for the Mystery Racer to appear again, probably soon. Mystery Racer Adventures just didn't do as well as I had hoped, and I realized it was difficult to come up with new ideas for episodes, so I got rid of the series after only a few episodes. But, I mean, doesn't mean that they'll be gone forever. Yeah, your favorite character in Cars Adventures. That's good, because I wasn't really the biggest fan of that season. So I'm glad that you guys ended up liking that character. I think Mystery Racer was the best part. How's life with a plane arm going? You know, the reason why you only ever see one of my arms in videos is because my other arm is a plane. That's a good callback. Man, I'm so happy whenever I see somebody make a reference to one of my older videos. But, man, I guess I gotta bring back tractor shorts now. And I'm sorry to anyone who was disappointed with the return of tractor shorts when it makes its inevitable return. It's just a fair warning, guys. They're not that good. But, like, it's not gonna be... I know I made jokes about it in Cars Randomness, but it's not gonna be, part of Cars Randomness. Tractor Shorts will legitimately be its own series. Are Professor Z and Lee Rosse still friends like in season 4? So those episodes were canceled, so... those weren't really canon. Tractor Shorts, yes, Tractor Shorts is better than Cars Adventures. What a shame, you know? I really should have canceled Cars Adventures and just continued with Tractor Shorts. We could be on Tractor Shorts Lap 2, season 10. I mean, come on. Think of all the wacky adventures those tractors can go on. They don't speak. They just moo. But if you guys want Tractor Shorts back that bad, I will gladly, just like for the joke of it, bring back Tractor Shorts. I think that would be so funny. Professor Z in Life as a Spy goes to a kid's dentist. Life as a Spy. Another good series. No, Tractor Shorts was an actual series. I made a joke about it in the most recent Cars Randomness, and then I put a tractor on a pair of pants. But it was an actual series I did 2 episodes of. Yeah, I have a lot of canceled series. And for my 3,000 subscriber special, I went over why a lot of them were canceled. Life as a Spy was another one. It was like Rod Torque Redline's origin story. Interesting, my constant usage of Rod Torque Redline, because then of course he became the villain of Redline, obviously. Why did it take me so long to remember that Rod Redline was the villain of Redline? 2025 Tractor Shorts Lap 4, Season 19, Episode 6. Yeah, I could totally... A Redline prequel. That's actually a very interesting concept. Would Mary Escobar count as a villain? So I actually talked to Robin Tails Fighter about this because he really helps me like keep track of my collection. And I think I'm gonna move Mary Escobar to just be part of the cars from Italy alongside the two other casino pitties. They're just gonna be with my Italy cars instead of the casino pitties who are currently with my lemons. I only put them there because they carry like their phone. Why not be making mac and cheese? Mac and cheese was just a joke. But that's another thing that like I got a ton of requests to actually do following my Guido Oreos video. But so for the Ties Cars 4 cameos, and again, I'm gonna be individually contacting people. I guess like check your YouTube notifications. Lightning McDonald's. Why did that one get me? For Ties Cars 4, every cameo is just going to be one character. Like, every person who has a cameo, it's just going to be one character, one line, or one or two lines. By the end of this week, I plan to work out all of the cameos that I want, and then I'll start, like, contacting people. Yeah. Lightning McDonald's versus Chick-fil-A and Burger King. Guys, Chick-fil-A, Burger King, we have Lightning McDonald's. We could just have an entire battle of the we could just have an entire battle of fast food restaurants, but they're Cars characters. But Piston Cup Fast Food Edition. Taco Bell instead of Taco Man. That's another good one, guys. XRS Fast Food Racers. Great. Now. Thank you, Robin, for giving me another idea to spend more money. Now I have to do a Cars randomness segment where I go out to a bunch of fast food places and I make Dairy Queen. That's a good one too. And I like duct tape all the cars to like McDonald's boxes. Oh man, I have something that I really like doing. I like doing videos where there's just a segment where I'm doing something like completely different. Like when I put a short like little skit into my reviews, or I play like a movie clip in a video. I have a video that I'm currently working on. It should be out tomorrow or Friday, depending on when my new cars arrive. I'm waiting for a haul. If it comes tomorrow, then this video will be pushed back to Friday. If it doesn't come tomorrow, it should come out. This video should come out tomorrow. But it's the next episode of my Have You Heard Of series. I'm not sure how well it will do as a video, but I'm okay with that because it's something that I really like doing. I finished filming it this morning. Now it's in editing. It is a video on the Cars 3 themed dance on an episode of Dancing with the Stars. It's like I did an episode of Have You Heard Of, finally after months, the next Have You Heard Of, on the Cars 3 dance on an episode of Dancing with the Stars. To promote Cars 3, they had one of their couples dance to Ride, the song that played at the end of Cars 3, and I did a whole video discussing it and how they did it. And that's like the most fun I've had doing a video in a while. Which is saying something because I've had a lot of fun doing new videos lately. There's a segment in that was really fun to film, and I can't give it away because I want you guys to see the video when it's out. But I had so much fun putting it together. You'll know when you see it what this part of the this Have You Heard of episode is. Like, you'll know what I'm talking about when you watch it. The part that I really enjoyed doing. Flow. This is just the Precision Series flow. Or are you talking about another flow? Yeah, this is just the... Hold on, let me open up her hood. If I can get my incredibly short nails, there. There we go. Here's her hood. Man, I missed the Precision Series. Yeah. Really miss the Precision Series. What really interests me, recently I've been trying to, like, balance out my community tab polls. I know there was a whole thing a few months ago about how you could, like, cheat the system with your YouTube community tab polls and including, like, the right keywords or whatever. But I just like doing the polls for fun. That's just something I really enjoy making because I like seeing what people vote for. So I like doing those every few days. But I've been trying to balance them out lately because I've realized, oh, that flow custom, you mean? Never mind, it's not with me right now. But I love doing those polls, but there's always an option on them that I include that ends up completely, like, breaking the poll. Like, there's always one car that everyone votes for. There's always one option that everyone votes for. So recently I've been trying to make my polls a bit more, like, even. Like, there was one that I did for what cars line would you like to see return. I said, like, the planes, the Star Wars cars, and another option was Precision Series. And, like, 50-something% of people voted for Precision Series. I was really surprised that Precision Series got more votes than the planes. You know, when I started my channel, Planes was just dangling from relevancy. Like, it was... Planes now, I think we completely see as a dead franchise, but like, when I started my channel, I think people were still clinging on to Planes, just the smallest bit. Now it's just completely gone. Ramon and Flo do their taxes. I just remembered that. Right. I need to find the episode that was from. Because I think, as a joke, I had the tuner say, like, oh, season blank, episode blank, Ramon and Flo do their taxes. That is such a funny idea. I wanted to do that. And if it still lines up, I'd love to make that a full episode. I promised an episode where Lewis tells the story of his ex. How long has the Cars War been going on? Oh, so long, man. So long. Super Mater Maker. Great, guys. Thank you all so much. I forgot, like, why. I was just like, why is everyone commenting things replacing Mario's name with Mater? But, then I remembered that I called Mario Mater by accident. I have 189 cars that you don't own yet. Wow. Oh, lap 1, season 7, right. Yeah, Bruce Miller. I'll probably in a few minutes get some other cars in here. Let's see. It is currently... Let's see. I'm going to stop in exactly 30 minutes from now, actually, so it's good timing. I've been playing through Mario 3D World, the Switch port recently. Or, sorry, Mater, Super Mater 3D World. I already on the... Oh, great, we just got a low battery warning, my favorite. already on like the seventh world, but I really enjoyed Super Mario 3D Land for the 3DS, and yeah, yes. Now I'm intentionally calling Mario Mater, okay? Um, but I haven't tried the Bowser's Fury mode yet, so I probably should. Yes, my phone needs to be charged again. I just need to start bringing the charger with me. I did last time. I was smart last time. I had the charger right here on my table, but not this time. We need Fillmore to go on a second date. There are so many episodes that I could do. Mattel releases Bequeed, labels him as Luigi and Guido, gives him a deluxe packaging, and uses artwork from Trev. Um, but yeah, so many errors out there, so many. But videos coming out soon. Bumper save, get your bumper insurance today. Thank you for referencing that one. That was like the Vitaline delivery joke before Vitaline delivery was a running gag in Cars Adventures. But yeah, I got some good videos that I have planned. A new haul whenever my new haul comes in. I have I have again that new Have You Heard Of about the Cars themed dance on Dancing with the Stars. I think it's more interesting than it seems. But then Errors and Inconsistencies, a new one should be out next week probably. Lap 3 of Cars Adventures. I've considered that a lot. Like, how long do I want Lap 2 to last, right? The original Cars Adventures went for 31 seasons. That's Lap 1. Mater teaches typing. But yeah, I'm not sure when Lap 2 will end. I'll probably have Lap 2 go for 20 seasons. We're at season 10 now. Or the next season is season 10, releasing in June after Ties Cars 4. I have actually several plans for Ties Cars 4 themed videos after I make Ties Cars 4, which Ties Cars 4 starts filming like this weekend, so yeah. Lap 1 went for 31 seasons. Alright, no, I think it was 32, I'm pretty sure. But after I release Ties Cars 4, I'm actually going to do like a behind the scenes video, probably. And I'm going to do, I'm making like a Meet the Cars style thing for Ties Cars 4, like a Meet the Cars style book. And not a book. It's going to be like a slideshow presentation, and I'll link it in the description after reading it in a video. And then I'm going to do a video for all the Easter eggs you missed in Ties Cars 4, because there are going to be a lot of Easter eggs. Like, I love including Easter eggs and references. Ties Cars 4 is going to have so many. Just so many references. So many references to the other Cars movies, references to Cars Adventures. Since it's not canon to Cars Adventures, it's going to have a ton of references to it. And, like, references to other Pixar movies, pop culture references. So many stuff. So many references I have planned for Ties Cars 4. And, of course, in that video, I'll point out, like, the voice cameos and all that. References to planes. I should probably include references to planes. You were making a Cars series called The Legends Continue. Then you saw that I labeled Cars 4 as The Legend Continues. I think I changed the tagline. I think... Can we talk about how Max said thank the manufacturer? Hold on, you guys are making too many good jokes. Is there a Lady Gaga car that Guido spits at while Paparazzi plays? There should be. Thank you, 95 fan. I have to make that now. How did Francesco get a mom? Too many good questions, guys. Too many good questions. Sorry, I just started cracking up when I saw the thank the manufacturer line. Because I just remembered how Mac, like, screams it. And that just went, like, blaring in my mind. Paparazzi Guido. What would the Paparazzi Guido diecast look like? Are we saying it's Guido, but he's spinning? Does he include, like... If you were to pitch me the Paparazzi Guido diecast, is he spinning? Because that would be... That would truly be a great release. Spinning Guido, or at least with his mouth that way. I'm thinking a Guido, kind of like Blowing Bubbles Mater, a Guido whose mouth is like spitting, and you have like a little plastic piece sticking out of his mouth with like a little plastic thing of spit at the end. So it's like a string of plastic coming out of his mouth, representing him spitting. And then he could spit at whatever paparazzi car you want. Or, even better, like a bath toy thing of Guido. And you squeeze him and he spits water. You want a fainted Luigi and Guido. You know what? Let me show you. Heavy Metal Mater clothes with a piece of spit. Let me show you. I'll be right back. Don't throw any parties while I'm gone. I'm going to show you guys how to make your very own fainted Luigi and Guido diecast. Really complicated, very difficult to do. Very difficult. Okay, so we have, right here, we've got a Luigi and Guido. Here's Guido. Here's Luigi. Now I'm going to show you how to make the coveted fainted Luigi and Guido. Ready? There we go. Their eyes do need to be closed. Here, ready? I'll fix that for you. There. Now, we have the perfect custom cars. Perfect. And you know what? I'll be right back, because I think I have a way to improve everything. I'll be right back. I gotta go get some tape. My phone better not have died in the time I was gone. Okay. I'm back. Okay, well, my phone is on 10% now. So now I'm gonna leave for a third time to get a charger. I'm sorry, I should be more prepared for these things at this point. Okay, now we should be good. Now we're good. Okay. Now, fingers crossed, the charger reaches the tripod. Are we good? We good? Okay, I think we're good. We're back. Gonna be wrapping up the stream in like 20 minutes, but okay. Let's see. Is Harv the phone? Are you saying that Harv doesn't exist and is actually a living phone? That's the plot twist of the century right there. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so I think I've done it. You thought that my customs couldn't get any better than, you thought my customs couldn't get any better than the fainted Luigi and Guido. But let's see here. Just trying to perfect my latest custom creation. Man, remember the paint by tape in Cars Adventures? That was such a big like running gag in that series. Okay, we have done it. Introducing Spinning Guido. So so this is Spinning Guido. This is what I was envisioning. As you can see here, the best diecast that we never got. The tape is peeling off. But now, whenever he sees, let's get do I have, the only car I have the camera on them is Human. That's unfortunate. Great. So now I'm going to get Human. See, so now that I have Human here, Guido can attack Human. There. Paparazzi. Ready? You geniusly swap them out. Guido sees a paparazzi car. He screams at the top of his lungs. Now he's spitting at him. Yeah, he only spits. I'm just saying, I mean... Yeah, I don't have any of the other cars with cameras. It's really been a pain. Human will be suing. He will be. Yeah, I really hope I could find Dashboardman before I start filming Ties Cars 4. Because, like, come on. I need another camera car. Studs McGirdle. I do have Studs McGirdle. Thank you. I didn't even have to leave the room. I had to leave the room to get Human. But there we go. That's Spitting Guido. And you know, I think Spitting Guido is really deserving of an entire full review, I think, honestly. You know, I'm supposed to review Todd Marcus today. People will probably really want to see a review of Todd Marcus. He's a Cars 1 Piston Cup racer. Everyone loves those. He's a car I've wanted for a long time because he's one of the most notable Piston Cup racers. I finally have him. It's going to be time for me to review him. But I think we can push him back. And in turn push back the reviews of all of these cars and all of the Ties Cars 4 Customs. And instead review the wonderful Spitting Guido, who only looks good from the side. Because once you see him from the front, you realize it's just tape. But see, you don't need paint to make a custom car. All you need is some tape and a dream. And on that note, I think it's about time that we bring back a much beloved car. Let's see, we have Cam Spinner. He's just been hanging out right here this whole time. And we have tape. So, let's see here. It's time to bring back the much beloved tape racers. For the record, I just ran out of tape. Cam Spinner was here because I had him a few weeks ago on a stream for Ties Cars 4. He's the only tape racer I can make because I don't have any more tape. What a shame. Oh wait, this tape has gotten all tangled now. Okay, now the tape ripped. Cars that shouldn't have been made. That's a very interesting concept, but honestly, I'm not sure how much content I could get out of that. But we have the return of the tape racers. It's actually been difficult for me to do Cars Randomness, honestly. I do it every few months. That's the plan. You know, that's the goal with Cars Randomness. I only do it every few months, just because it's a series that I just like doing every once in a while. But it can sometimes be pretty difficult coming up with new concepts for it. And I don't want to just revisit old stuff. But especially with those XRS cars, I know that's like one of the best parts to come out of Cars Randomness are my fake XRS cars. But like I don't know, you can't really continue with those forever. But we do have the tape racer Cam Spinner. Here he is. The best, he and Spitting Guido, best customs I've ever made. He can't stick to that. Where do we want to? Can we stick him to the wall? He will not stick to the wall. There we go. All right. Stick him to the wall. He's just going to hang out there. Don't expect this to be a running thing in the streams like Kevin Racing Tire. It won't be. He's just here for now. Yeah, Fainted Luigi and Guido, honestly, I don't think I've ever been as proud of a custom than I am with Fainted Luigi and Guido. Look at that craftsmanship. I'm so proud of myself. Hours it took me to make that. Weeks, actually. Cars that should have... Oh, wait, no! Cam! No! Cam. Man. We lost another one, guys. You pulled a Kevin. Yeah, Robin, it was a very expensive custom to make. You know, I had to buy a whole nother Luigi. Don't worry, he didn't fall down. He's back here. Behind Timothy. Poor guy, he didn't deserve this. It should have been me. No, it should have been Kevin. But as I was saying before, I was so... Cam sacrificed himself for Kevin. Let's see. I was trying to have the stream done by a specific time. We're getting towards the end, so maybe. Yeah, the Fireball Beach Racer is definitely interesting. Looking back at it, I think a lot of the other series after Fireball Beach Racers are much better. They were cool for what they were, but I don't know, honestly. Maybe we shouldn't have gotten as many as we got. But they were cool when they came out. I think they've definitely become less cool over time. That's not discrediting them, but yeah. Okay, I think we're gonna... I'm gonna take the tape off of Cam. We can't have another mistake. There we go. Poor Cam. He didn't deserve this. Man. What a shame. What a shame. So Bruce Miller 64, and I'd love to have you on board for a cameo, but I'm not sure, you know, what characters are going to be available for cameos, but I'll definitely let you know. I'll be contacting people soon for the voice acting. The Tape Racers. Jackson Storm is the only one that works. That's my favorite segment that I ever did for Cars Randomness. Yeah, for the cameos for Taz Cars 4, like I've said before, they're all just going to be like one line. Just like one-liner cameos. Just for like minor characters. But I'll see, you know, of course a lot of people ask. Jackson Storm is still there to this day. I wish. That would be so funny. But, you know, so many people, you know, I've really debated with myself for how to approach doing the voice acting roles, because so many people are going to want cameos. But I've worked it all out. Of course, not everyone can get a cameo, but I really appreciate and respect everyone who asks for a part in the movie, you know, in some capacity. Favorite segment is the music ones. Yeah, I love the Cars Randomness Movie Edition music segments are like my favorite thing. I've watched videos like that for years, and I've always wanted to do a Cars one. First idea I had was Transformers, but for McQueen. So, Cars timeline video, that's really interesting, definitely. I'm sure at one point in time I've thought about doing something similar to that, but yeah, the Tall Tales, well, I don't know, personally, if I were doing a Cars timeline video, I wouldn't count the Mater's Tall Tales, like the events he recalls in them, as part of the timeline, since those are purposefully things we're not supposed to know the truth about. I wouldn't, like, put them on the timeline as things that definitively happened. Maybe you could have it be like, oh, this could have happened, like, at this point in the past. Like, if you're doing a timeline, it's like, oh, at this point, Mater claims that at this point he was Mater the Greater, or whatever. Personally, though, I wouldn't include the stories in the Tall Tales. You could, I personally, and this is all me, you could do whatever, but I think it's a really cool idea, and I don't want to steal that from you if that's something you're thinking about doing. But I think, like, just saying like, well, Mater starts telling Lightning a lot of stories. Like Mater starts telling Lightning a lot of tall tales, and like whether they're true or not is unknown. You know, something along those lines. Yeah, beside McQueen's parts in the story. A lot of the rusty cars from the Rusty's tent were in Mater the Greater. Interesting. I'm sure they were. Reused a lot of models. Mater stories happened after Cars 1, and then McQueen got amnesia. Yeah, race fan or racer. I'm definitely going to have some of the cameos be race fans, so again, I'll definitely let you know. But thank you for the offer. I'll probably, there are going to be several race fans that have, like, small roles. Mater with the headlight, the Precision Series one. I will bring that in. I'm going to end the stream in a few minutes here. I don't have Mater with the ghost light lamp, but I do have him with the headlight here. He's the rejected Mater, the one that never makes it into Cars Adventures, because I prefer the non-light-up Precision Series one. But he's still a very good car, nonetheless. There he is. Yeah. I just prefer the Precision Series single. Dale Earnhardt Jr. going to be in Cars 4? Maybe. Again, I gotta work it out. Because a lot of characters are just going to have, like, brief non-speaking roles, so... Yeah. Yeah, I've used the light-up Mater, like, when it's necessary. When I have a scene that's in the dark. But yeah, let's see here. We've been going for 97 minutes total. So the voice acting, I've done voice acting several times in the past. Basically, what I usually do is, I'll contact people just through YouTube comments or other ways. I'll give them their lines, and then all you have to do is make a video of you just saying the line, like an unlisted video, and then just send me the link, and then I'll incorporate it, or I'll have you redo it if it didn't, like, turn out well. But usually, they're fine. But... once again, I'll contact people that I'm hoping to get. Yeah, he did. In the time travel arc, I used that as, like, the alternate Mater. Who is the bird going to voice? Very good question. That would be my favorite cameo. I'd be more concerned about who Monster Mutt Poodle is going to voice, though. But we have been going for almost 100 minutes now. So I think it's almost time to end it. Monster Mutt Poodle is the bird. No! So Cruz's past isn't going to be addressed because Ty's Cars 4 isn't going to be canon to Cars Adventures. It's its own separate. Send Bounty Hunter Chick Hicks. Yes, we'll send the Boba Fett Chick Hicks to kill the bird. Oh man, what a ridiculous release that is. But yeah, Ty's Cars 4 and Cars Adventures are within the same universe, so Cars Adventures has a ton of deviations from the actual Cars movies that I made early on in the series before I knew what I was doing. Cars 4 is going to follow the actual Cars movies as closely as I can get it to. But yeah, let's see. I think we're going to go for about 5 more minutes, probably. But yeah, Ty's Cars 4 and Cars Adventures, they're not in the same universe. But there will be references to Cars Adventures. Yeah, the next gen's being sick, causing Superfly to race in the Piston Cup. Like, what? Man, total mess early Cars Adventures is. Funny story though, I made a bunch of custom Piston Cup racers in March for Ty's Cars 4. And, I did them as replacements for the next gens that I was yet to get, like Will Rush and M. Fast Fung, who wasn't revealed yet, and Nick Shift and all that, and Jim Reverick. But now I have Will and M. I'm waiting to get Nick Shift. Maybe I'll get him before I start filming Ty's Cars 4. So those cars are no longer replacements. But don't expect Nick Shift. Expect all the next gens from Cars 3 to be in the movie, including my JP Drive custom, just as a brief cameo, with the exception of Nick Shift and Jim Reverick, since they're not out yet. Most of them will not speak, though. Mater is right over here. Yeah, I'm just gonna like alter the one winner blank amount of losers line to fit however many cars are there. But I'm so excited. I'm gonna hopefully start filming Ty's Cars 4 this weekend. Jim Reverick, I believe, is confirmed, probably for a release this year. But again, don't quote me on that. But you know, he's inevitable. But like I've got the whole beginning planned out. I actually wrote the theme music that you saw played in the most recent trailer. Played that on piano. Not my best work. I don't play piano, but I've got a piano. It's not my piano, but I was using it. But yeah, Ty's Cars 4 should hopefully start filming this weekend. Fingers crossed. If everything works out well. I'm actually still missing the last few cars I need for customs, and it's painful. I need to get them as soon as I possibly can. But will Cruz eat the 42 losers for breakfast? Hey, no spoilers. But yeah, big plans. I'm gonna try to keep my schedule consistent while filming Ty's Cars 4. I provide emotional support. Yeah, I really like that joke. For Ty's Cars 4, one of my main problems with Cars 2 and 3 that I've really remedied by doing my Cars Adventure series is the lack of it's the lack of usage of the other Radiator Springs cars. So they're definitely going to play a pretty big role in Ty's Cars 4. I know I haven't used them much for like the marketing. Hey, no cameras, get out of here. Good line. I should reference that line somewhere. That should be Guido's catchphrase, because he doesn't like paparazzi. But like most of the like I haven't shown the Radiator Springs cars in most of the trailers and stuff for Cars 4 because they're not the customs, number one. Number two, like you expect them to be there. And number three, most of their scenes are more like dialogue heavy / like jokes through dialogue, and there hasn't been much of that in the trailers. But I promise they will definitely she used Google Translate and give Guido Italian lines. I actually know someone who speaks pretty good Italian, so I'll have them help me with Guido's lines. But he's probably not going to speak all that much. But if you expect anything less than Guido to say paparazzi and spit in Ty's Cars 4, I'm just saying you should probably expect that to happen. I've never seen Guido and the Piston Cup security guy in the same room. They'd be best friends. They both hate cars with cameras. They both hate cars with cameras. That would make for such a funny Cars Adventures episode. The Piston Cup security, they're some of my favorite characters to use. That would be so funny. Guido is recruited to join Piston Cup security. And he just gets all of the paparazzi cars to go away. I don't know, I think it's a really funny idea. It's been 5 minutes. Kevin? Yeah, let's see how I am for time. 3:06. All right, I'm going to go until 3:10. That gives us 4 more minutes. Did K2 survive the explosion at the end of last season? I can't say. But I did not include him in that scene with everyone. I didn't include him in that scene with everyone at the end when they end up in the real world. So, yeah. You'll have to see. Ooh, watch Cars Adventures Lap 2 returning whenever I said it's coming back. I don't actually remember. I don't remember when I said it would come back. I think June 13th is the plan. So yeah, we'll figure that out. But yeah, yeah, thank you guys so much for being here on the stream. Probably should end it right about now. Let me unplug the camera there. Of course, we have a tradition here at the end of each stream. We knock off poor Kevin. Let me fix the tripod here. But, no, I got big plans coming up, obviously. I'm going to start filming Ty's Cars 4 at the end of this week, hopefully. Not sure if I'll discuss that in a video, but, you know, you'll definitely see. Okay, my tripod is not closing. Okay, we're still trying to... I'm going to title this stream, Ty Can't Close a Tripod, the stream. Okay, there we go. Kevin, he's hanging out here. Goodbye, Kevin. I caught him! I caught him! Because I'm too concerned about him being damaged now. Also, we already had a car accidentally fall down earlier, so I decided to save Kevin this time. But thank you everyone for watching this incredibly long stream. New video later today, review of Tim Treadless. New Have You Heard Of tomorrow, which I'm very excited to do. Currently editing that. And yeah, see you guys next time. And don't forget, because of this stream, Tractor Shorts will make its grand return the next time that I don't know. Will return the next time that I don't know. Did I just say Tim Treadless instead of Todd Marcus? Not Mario and Mater again. Yeah. We're bringing back Tractor Shorts because of what you guys said on this stream. So, the next time that I don't know what video to make, expect to see the return of Tractor Shorts. And next time, hopefully, I don't keep saying the wrong names. Bye now. That's the thing I say, and when I say that, you know the video's over. No, but seriously, bye.